The book of Numbers, fourth in the Old Testament, can appear daunting. Its name evokes lists and laws potentially dry for modern readers. Yet, within this ancient text lies a powerful narrative of faith, disobedience, and divine guidance. Numbers tells the story of the Israelites' journey from Mount Sinai to the brink of the Promised Land. This is no mere travelogue, it is a tale of human struggle and divine intervention, offering timeless lessons for believers and skeptics alike. Through its vivid stories and potent imagery, Numbers invites us to journey alongside the Israelites, experiencing their triumphs and failures as our own. This visual journey through Numbers will explore key events, their significance, and their enduring relevance, drawing upon the rich tapestry of biblical imagery. We will witness the Israelites' census, their wanderings, and their encounters with prophets and enemies. We will delve into the laws and rituals that shaped their identity as God's chosen people. Ultimately, we will discover how Numbers, often overlooked, forms a crucial bridge in the grand narrative of the Bible, connecting the Israelites' deliverance from Egypt to their eventual inheritance of the Promised Land. Imagine a vast, sun-drenched desert. Sand stretches in every direction, broken only by rocky outcrops and the occasional scrub bush. The air shimmers with heat. In this unforgiving landscape, a remarkable sight, a massive encampment of tents, home to hundreds of thousands of Israelites. This is no ordinary camp, it is a nation on the move, led by God Himself. They have recently escaped slavery in Egypt, witnessed miraculous plagues, and crossed the Red Sea on dry land. At the heart of the camp stands the tabernacle, a portable sanctuary where God's presence dwells. This sacred tent, with its elaborate rituals and furnishings, serves as a constant reminder of God's covenant with His chosen people. It is here that Moses, their leader, receives divine instructions. It is from here that the Israelites will set out, guided by a pillar of cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night, on their arduous journey to the land promised to their ancestors. Numbers begins with a census, a detailed counting of the Israelite tribes. This is not merely a bureaucratic exercise, it is a symbolic act, affirming God's covenant and demonstrating the Israelites' military potential. Each tribe is meticulously listed, its warriors numbered and ready for battle. This census, conducted under God's command, underscores the Israelites' unique status as a chosen people, set apart for a special purpose. Numbers chapter 1 verses 2 and 3. Take a census of the whole Israelite community by their clans and families, listing every man by name, one by one. You and Aaron are to count according to their divisions all the men in Israel who are 20 years old or more and able to serve in the army. This meticulous enumeration, repeated later in the book, serves as a constant reminder of God's power and faithfulness. It is a testament to His promise to make Abraham's descendants as numerous as the stars in the sky. The journey through the wilderness is fraught with challenges. The Israelites, accustomed to slavery and dependent on God's provision, struggle with their newfound freedom. They complain about the lack of food and water, longing for the comforts of Egypt. Their faith wavers, and they grumble against Moses and by extension God Himself. Numbers chapter 11 verse 1. Now the people complained about their hardships in the hearing of the Lord, and when He heard them, His anger was aroused. These acts of rebellion, termed murmurings in the text, have dire consequences. God sends plagues, fiery serpents, and other punishments to discipline His chosen people. Yet even in His wrath, God demonstrates mercy, providing manna from heaven, water from a rock, and ultimately forgiveness. Section 5. A prophet for hire, Balaam and the talking donkey. As the Israelites journey towards the Promised Land, they encounter other nations, some hostile, some welcoming. One such encounter involves Balaam, a pagan prophet hired by the Moabite king Balak to curse the Israelites. Balaam, though initially willing, is repeatedly thwarted by God, who turns his curses into blessings. The most striking episode in this narrative involves Balaam's donkey, who sees the angel of the Lord standing in the path, invisible to Balaam. The donkey refuses to proceed, even being struck by Balaam in his frustration. Finally, God opens the donkey's mouth and it speaks to Balaam, rebuking him for his mistreatment and revealing the divine presence he has ignored. Section 6. Laws and Rituals Shaping a Holy People. The Book of Numbers is not just a narrative. It also contains detailed laws and rituals given by God to Moses. These laws cover a wide range of topics, from dietary restrictions to the consecration of priests. from the observance of festivals to the laws of inheritance. These regulations, often intricate and seemingly arcane, serve a vital purpose: to shape the Israelites into a holy people, set apart for God. Numbers 15 verse 40, make tassels on the four corners of the cloak you wear. This seemingly minor commandment, like many others in Numbers, emphasizes the importance of outward signs as reminders of inward covenant. These laws and rituals, though challenging, are meant to instill a deep sense of obedience, holiness, and dependence on God. They are a visible expression of the Israelites' unique relationship with the divine. Section 7. Looking ahead. The promise of the promised land. Throughout their journey, the promised land beckons, a land flowing with milk and honey, a place of rest and abundance. Yet the Israelites are repeatedly reminded that their inheritance depends on their obedience. They are warned against the dangers of idolatry, the temptations of Canaanite culture, and the consequences of forsaking their covenant with God. Numbers 14 verses 22 to 23. Not one of you will enter the land I swore with uplifted hand to make your home, except Caleb, son of Jephunneh, and Joshua son of Nun. As for your children, who you said would be taken as plunder, I will bring them in to enjoy the land you have rejected. This poignant reminder underscores the importance of faith and obedience. The Promised Land is not merely a geographical destination. It is a symbol of God's blessing, attainable only through steadfast faith. Section 8. Numbers in context. A bridge in the biblical narrative. The book of Numbers occupies a crucial position in the Old Testament. It serves as a bridge between the Israelites' exodus from Egypt, narrated in Exodus, and their eventual conquest of the Promised Land, described in Joshua. Numbers details the crucial formative period in the wilderness, where the Israelites, freed from slavery, are molded into a nation under God's covenant. This period of wandering and testing is essential for the Israelites' development as God's chosen people. It is in the crucible of the desert, facing challenges and temptations, that their faith is tested and refined. Numbers, therefore, is not merely a historical record. It is a theological treatise exploring the nature of God's covenant, the consequences of disobedience, and the ultimate triumph of faith. Section 9. Conclusion. Enduring lessons from the wilderness. The book of Numbers, though ancient, speaks powerfully to contemporary readers. Its stories of faith and failure, of divine provision and human fallibility, resonate across millennia. It reminds us that the journey of faith is rarely easy, often marked by challenges and setbacks. Yet, even in our moments of doubt and rebellion, God remains faithful, offering guidance, correction, and ultimately, forgiveness. As we conclude our visual journey through Numbers, we are left with a profound message of hope. Despite their failings, the Israelites, sustained by God's grace and led by His presence, eventually reached the border of the Promised Land. Their journey, fraught with difficulties yet ultimately triumphant, serves as a timeless reminder that even in the wilderness, God's promises hold true for those who place their trust in Him.